pages. Hi, this is Ike from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book to read for you. Today, book a tawny, scrawny line for 1952. So let's get started. Once there was a tawny, scrawny, hungry lion who never could get enough to eat. He chased monkeys on Monday, kangaroos on Tuesday, zebras on Wednesday, bears on Thursday, camels on Friday, and on Saturday, elephants. And since he caught everything he ran after, that lion should have been as fat as butter, but he wasn't at all. The more he ate, the scrawnier and hungrier he grew. The other animals didn't feel one bit safe. They stood at a distance and tried to talk things over with the tawny, scrawny lion. It's all your fault for running away, he grumbled. If I didn't have to run for every single bite I get, I'll be fat as butter and silk as satin. Then I wouldn't have to eat so much and you'll last longer. Just then, a fat little rabbit came hopping through the forest, picking berries. All the big animals looked at him and grinned silently. Rabbit, they said. Oh, you lucky rabbit. We appoint you to talk things over with the lion. That made the little rabbit feel very proud. What should I talk about? He asked eagerly. Any old things? Said the big animals. The important thing is to go right up close. So the fat little rabbit hopped right up to the big hungry lion and counted his ribs. You look much too scroungy to talk things over, he said. So how about supper at my house first? What's for supper? Asked the lion. The little rabbit said, carrot stew. That sounded awful to the lion. But the little rabbit said, yes, sir, my 5 fat sisters and 4 fat brothers are making a delicious big carrot stew right now. What are we waiting for? Cried the lion, and he went hopping away with the little rabbit, thinking of 10 fat rabbits, and looking just as jolly as you please. Well, grinned all the big animals, that should take care of Tawny Scrawny for today. Before very long, the lion began to wonder if they would ever get to the rabbit house. First, the fat little rabbit kept stopping to pick berries and mushrooms and all sorts of good-smelling herbs. And when his basket was full, what did he do? But he flopped down on the river bank. Wait in a bit, he said. I want to catch a few fish for the stew. That was almost too much for the hungry lion. For a moment he thought he would have to eat that one little rabbit then and there, but he kept saying 5 fat sisters and 4 fat brothers over and over to himself, and at last the 2 was on their way again. Here we are, said the rabbit, hopping around a turn with the lion close behind him. Sure enough, there was the rabbit house, with a big pot of carrot stew bubbling over an open fire. And sure enough, there were 9 more fat, merry little rabbits hopping around it. When they saw the fish, they popped them into the stew, along with the mushrooms and herbs, and the stew began to smell very good indeed. And when they saw the tawny, scrawny lion, they gave him a big bowl of hot stew, and then they hopped about so busily that really it would have been quite a job for that tired, hungry lion to catch even one of them. So he gobbled his stew, but the rabbit filled his bowl again. When he had eaten all he could hold, they heaped his bowl with berries. And when the berries was all gone, the tawny lion wasn't squadgy anymore. He felt so good and fat and comfortable that he couldn't even move. Here's a fine thing, he said to himself. All those fat little rabbits, and I hadn't room inside for even one. He looked at all those fine, fat little rabbits and wished he had got hungry again. Mind if I stay a while? He asked. We wouldn't even hear of you going, said the rabbit. Then they plunged themselves down into the line, laughed, and began to sing songs. And somehow, even when it was time to say goodnight, that lion wasn't one bit hungry. Home he went through the soft moonlight, singing softly to himself. He curled up in bed, patted his silk fat tummy, and smiled. When he woke up in the morning, it was Monday. Time to catch monkey, said the lion. But he wasn't one bit hungry for the monkey. When he wanted some more, but what he wanted was some more of that tasty carrot stew. So off he went to fetch the rabbit. On Tuesday, he didn't want kangaroo, and on Wednesday, he didn't want zebra. He wasn't hungry for bear on Thursday, or camels on Friday, or elephants on Saturday. All the big animals were so surprised and happy. They dressed in their best and went to see the fat little rabbit. Rabbit, they said, oh, you wonderful rabbit. What in the world did you talk to the tawny, scrawny, hungry, terrible lion about? The fat little rabbit jumped up in the air and said, oh my goodness, we had just a good time. What with that nice jolly lion that I guess we forgot to talk about anything at all. And before the big animals could say one word, the tawny lion came skipping up the path. He had a bucket of berries for the fat rabbit sisters and a string of fish for the fat rabbit brothers and a bunch of daisies for the fat rabbit himself. I came for supper, he said, shaking paws all around. Then he sat down in the soft grass, looking fat as butter, silk as satin, and jolly as all got out, all ready for another good big supper of carrot stew. So that was a 2020 line for 1952. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, have a groovy day with another video coming out real soon.